Sunday. He said he's an atheist. He was a Jake, but that's a rebellious spirit. Atheist, meaning he don't have no God. He don't have no power. So you don't have no salvation then. Even though you're an Israelite, you're no longer counted an Israelite. But what's going to happen is you're going to die in that lake of fire, and you're going to be reincarnated through the loins of the elect, and you're going to be raised correctly. So you're going to be born perfectly. You're not going to have that wicked mindset no more. See, but you got to know it by pain. That pain is going to be in that lake of fire. See, that fire was created for Esau and his angels, his military. But because you want to be in his military for college and for money, you want to be in his system, you're going to die in it.
Wicked.
If you want to jump to next chapter 16, 2 16, and go to 70.
Okay. Verse 70.
Yeah.
Okay. Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahushai.
Right, Brother Grabba, Psalm 64. All right, which there's an insurrection against the ones that fear the Lord. Before they used to leave a way for us with religious exemptions.
Oh, I just seen that. No religious exemptions
Right.
in New York.
And that's that insurrection. They're coming up against us with their tongues. Soon they're going to want to kill us. Grab that real quick.
64 and 1.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 64, verse 1.
And just read through that real quick. Then we'll go back to this.
Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right there. Who's coming against us in insurrection? The wicked, the Edomites, the Rothschilds, the
Yeah, because
Bilderbergs.
the new governor, it's a woman, and her first freaking thing she says, one of the first things she says, no religious exemptions
Right.
for the jab, for healthcare
Right.
workers.
And they get their orders from the Rothschilds and the bankers, that's paying their lot. And really, it's all being controlled by Yahweh and Yahushai. And it's to actually weed out the real and the fake. See, to separate the 2/3 from the 1/3.
Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Bitter words. What did you say? She said bitter words.
No religious exemption.
But what did it say in Isaiah 10 and 1? It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that have prescribed grievous
And woe is destruction.
So just them talking shit against us, being the hopeful elect,
And then the outers are out there?
yeah, they already fucked themselves, man. That's why it says their tongue is going to fall upon their own head.
They're like that movie Mine. They're stepping on a landmine, and they're like that right now.
And they already put the mine.
But they're still trying to get you.
They're the ones that put the mine in there to try to get you.
They can't move, because once they move, bam.
Yeah. And they put it in there. It's their mind that the Lord gave to them.
Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at them, and fear not.
Right, which they're doing all this witchcraft, human sacrifices. All right, right now is a real heavy time right now, man.
Oh, on like Halloween and shit?
Yeah, right now on these times of the new moon, the witches do their shit in the new moon.
Yeah, they got a bunch of days.
Full moons, So on our Sabbath days, the witches are in the back doing their baby sacrifices, drinking blood and shit.
What do they call it? Spirit cooking?
Oh, me and this brother right now, we're at the house before we came out. And I said, I keep seeing people in the fucking yard. And they're not there.
They're doing that astro.
Yeah, they're there fucking putting curses at us. But as we are in the scripture, there is no condemnation.
And that's the scripture. The righteous are bold as lion. They have to astro project to our yard.
Right.
And we're out here in the
Boldly, yeah, telling them what it is. And Yahweh Shai is right
See,
with
Esau's
us. And there's a
whack.
chariot right above us.
Esau's whack.
Yeah.
He's got an astral project.
You got to drink blood and take it up the butt and all that shit. We ain't got to do none of that.
We just got to worship Yahweh.
Yeah, we got to keep our manhood, right? We're allowed to be bold.
And we're still, the smallest Israelite in the kingdom is going to be still way better than them.
Right.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner or matter.
They know about 70 AD. They know what they did, so they're like, we got to do them like that, man. We got to do it like that again.
But they're afraid also.
Yeah. But it says that even though they are afraid, they dare fight.
Mm-hmm. They commune of laying snares privately.
Privately, which privately goes into privately. Like you said, they stepped on their own landmine. They put the landmine to get you, but they oh shit. Who put that there? You did, boss.
You forgot.
Fucking Sleepy Joe.
He's a perfect example of Esau. A dumb motherfucker.
They said that. I was watching the Israeli meeting with Biden, and they said, you know, we're real confused about what you're doing here, Biden. You know, you're supposed to be our ally, but you're arming our enemy.
Because you know, what is the Taliban going to do? They're going to sell those to Gaza.
Or
Yeah.
use them for Gaza.
Yeah. They're all connected though. Taliban, Al Qaeda,
The
Iran.
Islam. Well, they want to bring back their, I can't remember, but it was during the Dark Ages. That's why you had a lot of Jake that were into Islam. Because the Muslims were Arabs.
Caliphate.
Yeah, and that was happening during the Dark Ages.
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
But they're searching us out, like the brother said, astral projection. They're in our cell phones, fucking hacking them and shit. You know, shit, they could be doing all kinds of shit. They got suits that you can't even see them. They got shoes that don't even make noise when they're walking around. So they're doing shit that you can't even imagine, really. And
That's why don't be surprised if one day you get arrested and they say you got something on your phone.
Oh yeah, they just said that. In Australia, they just passed a law that they could hack your phone, not only add stuff to your phone, but remove stuff as well as alter. So they could put you on, say you got a video, and then they change the words on it.
Set you up.
Set you up. But they have to, just like in the time of Daniel. Because see, we're not doing nothing wrong. We're not breaking the law. We have our driver's license. We're not selling drugs. We're not human trafficking. That's all Esau's shit.
Just like Daniel, they had to make a law.
Right, against our power to incriminate him. But who got ate by the lion?
Them.
Them and their children.
So these witches and shit, they're gonna get burned.
Right.
yeah.
Their intentions is to do harm to us, but they're gonna.
Oh, look what happened to Bill Gates. They're probably trying to do something to one of the brothers or something, and their landscaper got caught.
With all kinds of child pornography on their property.
Yep.
Why haven't you seen him in the news like he was? He was in the news like every day.
Yep. I haven't seen him.
And that's why him and that drag queen divorced. Because they knew that shit was coming up. So they're trying to make it where they can keep their wealth. So they separate. But it's going to all come collapsing down. Their house is a house of cards. And that nuclear wind is going to blow it over.
That's the spirit. I had that earlier. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Right, meaning they're smart to do wickedly.
Oh, yeah.
But the Lord is fucking them up. Just like he did Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar, that's why he was the head of gold. Because he was great. But he wasn't that great.
The Lord still made him eat grass like a...
Animal made his fingernails grow long and hair come out of him for 7 years until he proclaimed that the Lord was that Yahweh was the Almighty.
And he was being proud.
Yeah.
And what are they doing?
Proud. Pride coming before the fall, before destruction.
But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
Right? We're shooting these words which are arrows. The nukes, they're going to be shot upon them as an arrow. And the chariots are going to fall upon this place with great wrath.
So they shall make their own
Oh,
tongue.
the Leviathan, isn't he going to destroy their sea? The military in the sea, the Lord got these newly created beasts. See, they got shit in the laboratories that they're going to bring out against us. But the Lord could turn that thing against them. Just in Japan, they said they had 4 robots that fucking killed 29 people in their laboratory.
And they're probably saying, typing in the computer. Oh, did you see that? The freaking AI called a Jake a primate. So they're probably typing in shit to kill Jake, and that freaking robot went. It backfired on them.
Backfired on them, yeah. Because really, those are spirits. That
It was
the Lord
AI.
controls.
And AI said when they was doing scanning faces, and it said primate on Jake.
And then they turned on Esau.
No, it was just like identifying like different animals.
Mm-hmm.
But they called Jake a primate.
That's Esau. They're the one looking at Planet of the Apes. When really they're the closest thing to an ape. If you shaved an ape, he wouldn't be so called black.
Be white.
Yeah, he'd be
Like
a
the
pale
dogs.
skin.
The dogs that are white. In
No lip. Jake has lips.
So shall they make their own
Hey,
tongue.
who eats the bloody meat?
Esau.
Esau does. We eat cooked meat. Really, we were the civilization, man. We are the civilized race.
Just like he does the shit backwards, like homosexuals. He does. He calls himself white, but he's really black.
Yeah, let me just grab this one part of the prologue of Ecclesiastes. It's like Ecclesiasticus. And it tells you that we are the ones that created all wisdom here on earth. Reading, writing, it all goes back to us. It says, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, this is the prologue. For which things Israel ought to be commended for, learning and wisdom.
Commended.
Yeah, that's our honor. That we're the men of
Oh
wisdom.
yeah, who made the refrigerator and all that stuff?
Now you got Esau that patents it under his name, but we're the one that created it.
Look at that truck, 777. See it?
Yeah.
Not Bill
The
Gates.
red one,
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that one over there.
Oh, yeah.
777.
Yeah.
What's today?
And it's red.
Esau's done.
Esau's done.
3, done.
And you got 777. Today is September 7th month. 7, their 7th day in their calendar, and 70 AD took place on this day. And the brother said, what, 21?
Right, there you go.
That's 777. 7/14/21.
Yeah.
So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. And what did that lady say? That TikTok video? The shot kills you, remember?
Oh, yeah.
All that see them shall flee away. What are people doing? They're fleeing.
They're separating themselves from this devil.
You talking about Pesate?
Yeah, she said.
Look, their own tongues shall fall upon their own head right there. 70 AD, this book, the Roman Empire, the Roman Edomites. And who was it written by? William Beeston, an Edomite.
He is the man of perdition. He's going to lose.
Right? What did Biden say? We need all
Oh,
not
yeah.
to say Israel
Israelites, probably.
to be vaccinated.
And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh.
And that them separating themselves goes into that Isaiah 14, where it says when they're being persecuted, none hindereth. Because everybody's gonna say, "Fuck this dude, man." Even their own military.
They get to say whatever they want to, you know.
But
But
go ahead.
we can't. I mean, we can't. They don't get a rebuttal, you know. And then they're always asking them. Oh, well, they'll say, "Oh, well, that don't qualify."
Right, like that Marine. And he said, "All I want is an acceptance of responsibility from our upper
Yeah.
And they said, nah, you're court-martialed.
court-martial."
I usually only give it up, but you know.
Yeah.
He gave up his pension. He said it was $2 million.
Oh, that's if he ever sees it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Look
going to
at
get it
those
now.
vets.
Huh?
All them vets.
Oh yeah.
Well, what does the murderer get? A murderer ain't gonna get nothing.
He's gonna get killed.
And all men shall fear and shall
A
declare.
lot of them soldiers, they're infested with fucking poisons, which they've been like in Vietnam. They had the Agent Orange.
Oh, even now, I knew this kid.
Uranium.
They were like 18 going to the army, and they went and got a shot, and they had a ball in their arm where they got the fucking shots.
Yeah, because
Who knows what that
they're
shit
doing experiments on them. You know?
Remember that one guy that we knew in Kansas?
Oh yeah.
What
He's
happened
dead
to-
now.
Yeah. What the heck happened to him?
Yeah, he was a young guy. He was like 30 years old.
He got cancer from.
He was all fucked up.
Something.
But he's dead now.
I forgot what it was, but he got it from the army.
Yeah.
And all men shall fear and shall declare his work of Yahweh, the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider his doings. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him.
And that's why when we're out at the camp on the 60th Street Mall, I told the brothers that. You see that? There was a couple of men that were like, look, the Israelites.
Did they?
They didn't even have to hear what we were doing. They just seen us and knew who we were. See, because they already know that the world's starting to be known who are the Israelites. See? Then one guy, there was like two of them that said it. One was like, look, the Israelites. The other one said, what's up, Israel? So it's
Drive-by Israelites?
Yeah, it's being shown who we are. We don't even have to say we're the Israelites. There's people walking by telling you who we are. Esau knows who we are. Because he has to know the truth.
And remember that documentary? The guy said, when you start seeing the Israelites
rise up
standing on the
world.
corners,
Yep.
that's the end of you.
Right. And he was an Edomite.
They sent out, who knows how much they paid these archaeologists and stuff, you know?
Looking for the facts. Just
And-
to hide them.
Oh, they probably got drawings of Israelites in the apostles' days on the streets.
Oh yeah, before that, you got drawings in Egypt of us. And there was prophets back then, just like there's prophets now.
And all the upright in heart shall glory. I just wanted to get this quick one.
Because just like Pharaoh was having dreams, Nebuchadnezzar was having dreams. He says, I pour out my spirit upon all flesh. There was even young Israelites that were having dreams in Egypt of Moses and of Aaron and of coming out of Egypt.
The Red Sea.
It happens like it over and over, repeated, because the same spirits are repeated. Reincarnation. The only thing with this one, this is the final go around, and it's going to be the greatest, like the grand finale.
It says Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 10. Behold, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule
Right,
for
Yahweh
him.
Shai, which Yahweh Shai is going to what? Gather the elect.
Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd, and shall gather the lambs with his arm.
Right, and how does he feed us? Psalms 23. He leads us into a field of water and grass, Meaning, even though the world's going to be in chaos, we're going to have peace because of Yahweh Shai.
And carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. And this is the part of his power right here I wanted to show. Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure.
Right, which if you go into Revelation, what does he have in his hand? The 7 stars, which are the 7 spirits of the 7 churches. And out of the men that believe flow living waters. So how deep is this water that we have? Oh, so deep you could get lost. That good example was this man named Alamit up in New York. He asked the elders to go deep. The apostles went so deep on him, he went crazy.
So stay shallow. Stay in the 3 foot.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Not shallow, but keep it simple where you're able to, things that are above you don't get involved in because they could throw you off. That's why in the Apocrypha it says that there's a treacherous path on the left hand, the left side is fire, the nuclear fire. The right hand side is a deep sea. If you go too far to the left, you're wicked.
You start reading Japhet and all.
Right. You become like these fallouts, these reprobates. You go to the right, you think you're the Messiah. You think, you know.
Oh, you turn into David.
You got
Koresh.
some of these guys that think that when they eat mushrooms, they get spiritual power. You know, they go beyond, you know, what's necessary. And see, even if you have children, say you tell the one child to do something and the other child comes and does it, well, you didn't tell that child to do that. See, so that's even out of order. Even though that child's trying to overplease you, I never gave you the order to do that. I gave that child to do
Like the elders are the elders, and we're lower on the totem pole.
right. And then if you try to be that elder, you try to be the spot of David, you're out of order.
Stay in
Right.
your spot, your
See?
lane. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. And that lane is walking behind the apostles and elders, which are following Yahushua, which is Hebrews 3. He is that way. He is the path. He is the life.
And weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance.
Which balance, that's the whole thing, is to be balanced. If you're too extreme,
It's an
Right or
abomination
left?
unto the Lord, unbalanced.
unbalanced, false balance.
Who hath directed the Spirit of Yahweh, our being his counselor, hath taught him, with whom took he counsel, and who instructed him?
That's why Karate Kid, what is he teaching him in the Homeroom? Balance. Because that's what it is. As a disciple, you're a student of discipline. And that discipline is to be balanced. That's why he told him, do one up and down, and then do the other hand,
Or the other one,
Up and down.
take your coat off. Put your coat on.
right? But he didn't understand it. See? He wanted to know all these deep knowledges. Don't you want to show me all these cool moves and the lightning fingers?
The death finger.
Yeah. See? But it wasn't for him. He needed just that simple knowledge.
And that's the milk, like the mark of the beast, the
Like
MOB.
you're Israelite, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai most of all. Because that's the foundation, is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, and then the scriptures of the apostles, which we have the apostles. They've been reincarnated and we got them back. And they're literally, even Apostle Ramla, he was talking about your past. Don't bring up your past no more. Don't go into videos of, oh, I did this, I did that. Don't worry about that no more.
You're a new man.
You're a new man now. Let that old man die.
Right. Having
And a
more
lot of people live.
conversation, you know?
A lot of people live in the past.
Right.
And taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and shewed to him the way of understanding.
See? And that's what our apostles are doing. Why? Because they've been showed through their leadership, which was the King Mashak, which is King David, High Priest Jaquab, and then they came out of what? Abba Bivens, which was John the Baptist, Elijah.
And then it goes into, behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket.
Right.
Just
It
like-
starts with Esau.
yeah.
Esau's the smallest drop. All right, let me get this and then we'll go back to that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. This is Psalms 23, verse 1, a psalm of David. Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So this whole thing of ours is for that we glorify Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And that's why we got the commandments. The commandments is to get us back into that center balance, because you're going to go too far right, too far left. But it's to keep you balanced. You got to fight to stay in that balance. That's why it's called a fight of faith, a good fight. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. Go ahead.
Common.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Right? Which there's a limit to what they're able to do, but they're going to be able to kill some of the elect as part of the prophecy. All right, some of the elect, let me grab the precept for that just to show. It's in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 51. It says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. So they're not going to kill us all, but they're going to be able to kill a number that fulfills Revelation 6, which it says that the Lord tells them that are in the spirit world, you know, because they're saying, how long until you avenge us? And he says, until the number of your brothers that are beheaded for the faith are fulfilled. There's a certain number that they're allowed to actually kill. And once they hit that number, Yahweh Shai is coming down on them, man. That's why you don't want to run from them, because you might be in that number. That might be your lot. You just want to prepare your soul, you know, whatever, for whatever. And, you know, that's what it's about, is getting that oil sucked up, getting your vessel full of that oil so you have understanding.
But that's not everybody's lot.
No, which we just got, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 51. Not everyone's going to be killed. Majority of the Israelites are going to have victory over
He's not going to kill like 1 million, 2 million of them.
No, I mean, he's going to kill millions of 2/3.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying elects.
Elects, no. There's not, you know.
There's only
not
100.
even 1 million elect. There's only 144,000, and not all of them are alive. It says it's precious. When you go into that word precious, it means rare. Because it really, an elect man is rare as it is. So the death of an elect man is even going to be much more rare.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Right? Wisdom of Solomon 2. The wicked, they're going to try to persecute the righteous man. Because they've been watching our videos and they're pretty much saying, let's see if they're about what they say. Let's try you out. They got these little science labs and shit. They want to fucking torture us and shit. But what's it saying? Wisdom of Solomon 3. No torment shall harm them. I mean, even though they may do all this shit, it ain't going to affect us. The Lord's going to put a spirit on us where we see him and Yahweh, our Father, and be put into the spirit realm. How do you think Yahweh Shai was able to endure all that he went through? The Lord was able to put a spirit upon him to do it.
And there's stories of people not feeling like getting stabbed or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's stories of the Israelites in that book.
But then there's some people that get stabbed and it hurts like a motherfucker.
Those 2/3. That's why there's a difference between the elect and the 2/3. Let me grab that precept real quick. In Wisdom of Solomon 3. Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, and there shall no torment touch them. And that word torment means pain. It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and the departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Well, that's that spirit that the Lord's going to put upon you. You're not going to fight and, oh my God!
I seen it. I used to watch these crazy videos online, and the cartel got him, and they were just like cutting off his hands, and he didn't do nothing. He's like a lamb to the slaughter. He just stayed there, and they're cutting off his arm.
Didn't even say a word.
Right.
How much more the hopeful elect? And I'm sorry, There's a book. I always try to point it out. It's called The Book of Martyrs from John Fox. And it's a historical document, man. All right? And it talks about the Israelites. It says Christians, but it actually shows you that they are Israelites. If you read it, it starts with the apostles. All right? And when they go from the apostles, it goes into history of the Israelites that were called Christians that were killed, like during the time of Nero. All right? And they were burning us on the stake, and they were doing all these things. And that's why there was such a great conversion. Was you had Jake, the Israelites that had faith in Yahushua, and they were walking to their death. Singing hallelujah. You know what I mean? Hallelujah. To the death. They had Edomites that were actually conversating with these people. Why are you so happy to die? The Israelite that he was talking to, he said, because with this comes eternal pleasure for me. Right now, you Edomites live in pleasure, but you're going to die miserably. Soon I will be in eternal pleasure, promises my power. That's what you got to remember. We just read it too. Looking to our author, Yahushua, how did he overcome the cross? Looking into that future of our kingdom. See? It's going to outweigh what you got to do.
Oh, this motherfucker got a couple more, a year or whatever time he's got left, you know?
And shit. Even if they get you, how long could they really fuck with you?
Right. They have proof of it. In those Afghanistan and shit, they said they would be trying to torture people, and they would just die right there.
Yeah, they don't have no control.
The Lord could take that spirit from you. You're dead. They would try to shock him back.
Oh, yeah, I was right. He went into the spirit world before they broke his bones. Because the custom was to break his bones.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a true story. In the black sites in Afghanistan, they would be trying to, do bad stuff to people, and they would just stop breathing, and they're gone. Yeah, that's what they did.
Did you give them that adrenaline pump? Yeah, didn't work, bitch.
Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahushua, behold, the day of trouble are at hand.